The Morning Show from your local news leader.
Welcome back to The Morning Show. Earlier this month, we told you that crews rescued a Westfield man from a grain bin.
The Mattoon Fire Department was one of several agencies that responded to that. So today we have Fire Chief Jeff Hilligoss and Mayor Rick Hall in studio for this week's Meet the Mayor. Thanks so much for being here, you two.
Yes.
Good morning.
Thank you. Yes.
Of course, we're excited to kind of see this in action. Mayor Hall, we'll start with you. Why is it important to city leaders such as yourself to make sure that the fire department is well equipped to go out there and do these rescue missions if necessary in the Mattoon area?
Yeah, as you know, we live in a big agricultural area, and grain bins are a big part of that. Safety around grain bins is critical. You will find out that you can literally die very quickly in a grain bin accident. So our people, like Jeff and the fire department, are well equipped and trained with equipment. We'll talk a little bit about the equipment in just a minute.
Alrighty, and so Jeff, as we turn to you now, we know that time is of the essence when it comes to these rescues. Of course, we thank you and all of our first responders for their time and their efforts, but walk us through why those first 5 minutes are so impactful and what that experience is like for you.
Especially in a grain bin situation, the first 5 minutes, if somebody starts being engulfed, getting equipment stopped and panels or something to keep more grain from covering them can dictate whether somebody lives or dies. Absolutely. So that's where, you know, these panels, you know, come into place to where we can surround that individual to keep grain from, you know, closing in on them, and then we start removing the grain from around them inside these tubes.
All right, and it looks like this right here says the Great Wall of Rescue. So how exactly do you guys use this? Why is this an important piece of equipment?
these are individual pieces that we bring in one at a time, and we start surrounding, you know, the individual, and they will lock into place.
This would keep out too.
That makes it sturdy around the individual. Then we've got an auger that will. Can you hold that?
I got it.
There we go. When it's not in grain, so then we've got an auger that the end of it, as you can see, is the auger, and we hook a drill onto the end of that we will stick down in, and then the chute, the grain will be removed from within here to the outside. So the main focus is getting all the grain from around their chest areas so they can breathe and maintain their airway, and that's the crucial part. And you know, it takes us a while to get to our rural areas, so farmers that are out there in these, I would encourage, do not work alone. And always wear a harness. That gives us something to attach ropes to help speed up the removal from the grain.
You know, the rescue in the Westfield took a couple of hours.
Yes, it did.
And it's not over then. The person that was rescued still had to be in the hospital for several days because of issues with blood flow and a lot of other things that come into play.
Well, and I'm sure the trauma from that experience.
So does every firefighter on the department go through training to learn how to use this, or is it a select few?
Yes, we're very fortunate that with our grain companies, we've got a good relationship with. They will actually bring a simulated silo on site. That allows us we'll be working in grain. It'll only come up to waist deep, but it gives us the opportunity to work with product, you know, that, you know, we will be working with out in the field. So we are part of the MABUS division, that we've got a technical rescue trailer that is Charleston Fire Department houses, that has more of these panels on it. along with a lot more, a great big toolbox that we have at our disposal, which is great for our area. So
That's where that funding comes into play. too.
absolutely,
Keeps you
absolutely.
And I'm sure you guys never want to go out and have to use this equipment, but of the utmost importance to make sure you know how.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate seeing this in action.
Thanks for having
Inviting us again.
Of
Thank
course.
you.
We'll be right back with another check of your forecast.